We professional fiduciaries all have lots of clients that we feel good about, the work we've done, the difference we've made in their lives. But there's one particular instance that stands out for me. My friend Mustang Susie, she loved nothing more than dressing up in all of her cute clothes and going out dancing. And to go out dancing, you drive in your black Mustang convertible. She was living the life. She'd retired and she was having a great time. Then she had a stroke. That stroke knocked her off her feet. She was at home recovering from that stroke and struggling and learning how to use her body again, learning how her world worked. And she had a second stroke, and that one knocked her down for good. The court came to her and said, "Susie, you need a conservator." And she said, "Anyone but my brother." The court appointed her brother as her conservator. Over the course of the next year and a half, he put mortgages against her houses. He sold all of her goods, and he didn't pay her bills. She got kicked out of her skilled nursing center. It took me 4 days to find her after I was appointed as her professional fiduciary. I found her in a neighbor's house on a mattress on the floor, and it took a long time to build some trust with this sweet woman. We found her a lovely little board and care home where she developed a new family, and once we got her life stabilized, I started talking to her about, what are you going to do with your money after you pass away? This is an important decision that you need to make, and I can't make the decision for you. I need you to tell me your wishes. She always said, my family can't have it. I want to give it to the wild horses. She thought it was tragic that horses needed to be in corrals and be caged up. She was very much in love with the concept of running free and running wild. She never got married and she never had children. So the concept of giving her money to her family had not really ever occurred to her. We talked about her niece and nephew. She was not willing to give her money to them. We talked about the children of the niece and nephew. And she said, oh, those are good kids. Those are good kids who need some help. We talked about what a difference she could make if she left them money that they could use for educational purposes. She said, that I like. But if they don't use it, it goes to the horses. So we devised a plan to have her meet with an attorney. The attorney reviewed her wishes and wrote a trust that stated that the children could use the money for their education, but if they didn't go to school, the money went to the horses. As a professional fiduciary, my first duty is to my client. I interact with their doctors. I interact with their attorneys. I interact with their investment advisors. I interact with their family members to ensure that everyone is communicated with in an appropriate way within the instructions that I'm issued in the trust. I need to always ensure that my clients' rights and their privacy are respected and that they feel valued as a human being. In order to become a California licensed professional fiduciary, a person must first be qualified. You can be qualified by virtue of a bachelor's degree or years of experience working under the guidance of another licensed professional fiduciary. You must pass a criminal background check. You need to be able to be bonded. So these are all very high standards that a person is held to. Then you take a state and national exam. It's a very rigorous exam, several hours for this exam. And if you pass all of those hurdles, then the California Professional Fiduciaries Bureau will issue you a license. When I think back to the first day I saw sweet little Susie on that mattress on the floor, and then I fast forward to the positive outcome we were able to achieve in her life, I feel gratified. I feel proud of the work we did together. I listened to her about what were her hopes, what were her dreams. Her body was shattered. Her life was a wreck. But by listening to her and helping her understand that she could still, with this shattered body, she could still make a positive difference in the lives of her grandnieces and grandnephews. It feels good to me. I can only do this because I have the training and the experience that I have gathered over the years as a professional fiduciary.